Hello girls, welcome to the pharmaceutical chemistry second e-learning class. We have already started the chapter antibiotics. From that we have seen in yesterday's lecture we have seen about its background, definition. After that we have seen its types of bacteria, difference between animal cell and bacterial cell. After that we had discussed regarding types of bacteria. So in today's lecture we'll see the clear distinguishing between types of bacteria. See, there are two types of bacteria, gram positive and gram negative bacteria. So we'll see distinguishing characteristics between two bacteria. So gram positive bacteria is having the simple cell wall as that of gram negative bacteria, and second one, thick peptidoglycan cell wall. Gram positive bacteria contains the thick peptidoglycan cell wall layer, and in gram negative, thin peptidoglycan cell wall layer is present. See, this is the figure which shows the gram positive and gram negative bacteria structure. See, why they have told ki peptidoglycan layer is thick in gram positive bacteria. See, this is gram positive and this one is gram negative bacteria. So in gram positive bacteria, the peptidoglycan layer is having greater thickness as that of gram negative bacteria. See, in the second figure they have shown peptidoglycan layer as very thin layer. Okay, and second distinguishing point ki, it has the complex nature. Gram negative structure, bacteria is having the complex structure. Why this is so? Because its cell wall contain lipopolysaccharide as its cell wall outer layer, and in gram positive bacteria the outer cell wall is of peptidoglycan layer. So gram positive bacteria is having simple cell wall layer as that of gram negative bacteria. Third one, no outer lipopolysaccharide cell wall is present in gram positive bacteria, and in gram negative there is presence of outer lipopolysaccharide wall layer. See, in this they have given in gram negative bacteria the outer cell wall layer contains lipopolysaccharide. Lipo means what? It is having the lipid nature or fatty tissue nature. The tails which are shown as green color are the lipopolysaccharide layer. Okay, next, fourth point, gram positive bacteria retain crystal violet or iodine color stain. Okay, and gram negative bacteria retain safranin stain. Okay, after staining, gram positive bacteria appears in blue to purple color. Okay, so why we are doing the staining between two bacteria? To get a clear distinguishing between positive and negative kind of bacteria. Okay, and in gram negative bacteria appears as pink to red after staining. Okay, so this is very big difference. Gram positive appears as blue to purple color, and gram negative appears in pink to red color. After this we'll see the examples of gram positive bacteria. So first example is Streptococcus pneumoniae. The Streptococcus pneumoniae causes the pneumonia infection in human beings. Okay, so next is Streptococcus pyogenes. Pyogenes means what? It increases the fever after inoculation or after going into the human body. Okay, Streptococcus viridans group. Next is Bacillus anthracis. Anthracis causes the anthrax. Okay, next, Corynebacterium diphtheria. Okay, so these are the examples of gram positive bacteria. We'll see afterwards the gram negative bacteria examples, and it include first Neisseria gonorrhea, next Neisseria meningitis, next one is Escherichia coli, or commonly we called it as E. coli bacteria. Next is Haemophilus influenzae. Next one is Salmonella typhi. It causes the typhoid fever. Okay, so this is the types of bacteria with clear distinguishing characteristics. Next we'll see mode of transmission of bacterial infection. So human pathogen transmission, how how human being is suffering from bacterial infection, viral infection. We see the clearly mode of transmission. Okay, so first is infection caused by airborne transmission. So COVID-19, as uh, this is the situation, pandemic situation, which is in this, the whole world is suffering from infection called as COVID-19 or corona, right? So this infection is comes under infection caused by airborne transmission. Also it comes under the contagious infection type. So second type is infection caused by contact and feces. Okay, this infection is caused due to close proximity or close contact between infected person and the normal human being. Okay, so infected person will transmit its microorganisms and bacterial cells to the normal one. Okay, so it will get also infected due to that infectious organism transmission. Third one is infection caused by pathogens in bloodstream and tissues. Okay, blood contamination, we directly called it as. Okay, last one is infection caused by contaminated water. So this is really very big sorrow, what we can say कि infection is caused by contaminated water. Okay, so water is a big source which causes the contamination, food poisoning cases. Okay, so accidental discovery of penicillin antibiotic, will actual start the topic now. Okay, so first of all I want to show one discovery. First antibiotic, that is Alexander Fleming was invented the drug antibiotic. How it invented, we'll see.
Poverty, hunger, and disease.
Discovery of penicillin. In this video they
British
have shown
scientists.
the discovery
What
of
they
penicillin.
achieved has revolutionized medicine to benefit millions. Early in the 1920s, in London, Alexander Fleming,
Alexander
a young
Fleming,
bacteriologist, worked
he is
in
a
the
young
inoculation department of St. Mary's
bacteriologist.
Hospital,
Okay,
familiar with antiseptics and inoculation as weapons to help the human body battle against not all, and not the most deadly. In each place, Fleming found a protective substance which could destroy some germs before they invaded the body. Some germs, but
so
not
he
all,
invented
and not the most
this
deadly.
penicillin. How? We'll see it in next
In one
in
of the
this
glass dishes where he cultured
video.
germs for his experiments, Fleming noticed one day in 1928 that some mold, such as appears on decaying food, had begun to grow. A spoiled experiment. But with mind alerted by the earlier work on protective substances, he looked closer. He saw that near to the mold, no germs were growing. Might it be that this mold, like the human body, produced a substance capable of destroying germs? He made tests and found that even some of the most dangerous germs died near to the mold. He then grew the mold in a meat broth liquid. The color of the liquid changed finally to a bright yellow. This liquid proved lethal to germs, even when greatly diluted. Not pure enough to be injected into a human body, it was nevertheless effective on wounds. Fleming published what he had done, calling his substance penicillin. Attempts to purify it and to extract its essence failed. In the 1930s,
So girls, this is the accidental discovery of penicillin antibiotic. The penicillin antibiotic is discovered by Dr. Sir Alexander Fleming in 1929. Okay, so how it is discovered? He accidentally when one day he is a he was a great bacteriologist at that time, okay, and he was doing his studies, okay. At that time when he was doing his study, at that time he invented that he surprised that one of the mold is contaminated with something else, okay. And in zone of inhibition he got the absence of bacteria, okay. So after that he just isolate that specific mold which is having the zone of inhibition, and surrounding area of that mold is also doesn't contain any kind of bacteria or any kind of virus, okay. So he just isolated that part, and after that what he did, he just did its solution, okay. So the solution color is having yellow color, okay. So he just uses that solution or broth for disinfecting all kind of bacteria or on any kind of viruses.